Alright, so I wanted to show you guys a new toy I got, or a new tool I got more accurately. So this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S, and I've got it in an OtterBox Defender case. And the reason why this is such a cool toy to me, or such a cool tool to me, is because I got this specifically so I could load mapping and GPS software on it. Again, it's the Samsung Galaxy Tab S. I paid $249 for the tablet, $69 for the Defender case for it, and I think it was $11.99 for the subscription to the mapping services. So let me show you guys a little bit about it. The Defender case is two halves. The one half is the cover, which protects the screen. When you take the cover off, it's actually two separate pieces. Now, the base, or the cover, has a little ramp in it, so you can use it to set the GPS on it, or set the tablet on it, and use it for a little bit of a platform or a workstation to work off of. I can also put it on the steep angle, which is nice to allow me to do some filming with it. That works a little bit better, and I can stand it almost completely upright, which again is good for facilitating filming. Then when the cover's on, I feel like it's plenty durable enough to throw in a backpack. I've been using this for about 2 days now out in the field on this trip, and so far it's worked flawlessly. It acquires the satellites in about 10 to 30 seconds. So I just turn it on, do a quick swipe. That brings me to my home screen. I'm going to log into my backcountry mapping software, and hopefully if there's not too much glare on the screen, you can see that. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a close-up to run through the features on it. So here is the unit. I'll try to capture this without any glare, but you can see you've got the gestures to move in, move out. Those blue lines on there are my tracks, and that triangle right there is my current location. So right now I'm completely offline, and I've got all of my maps loaded in here for this whole area, and it just works super slick. Just to give you a look at the tab itself, I've got my volume control, my screen lock on the top. Once I turn the screen off, it doesn't reactivate and turn back on. So I hit this button and then just do a swipe, and I'm into my main screen. This thing has 16 gigs of memory, and I've used about 4 gigs with all of the maps that I loaded in here, but all of the maps that I loaded in here cover a really good portion of the state. And there's several different varieties of maps too. Like for my area in here where I'm searching, what I did was I actually loaded some imagery in here too. I'll show you guys here. So I loaded some aerials, because sometimes I like looking at that satellite imagery, and I find a lot of things. So all my waypoints are still on there. And I'll go back to my CalTopo. So a lot of the maps I loaded in here are CalTopo maps. Those are ones that I've used a lot. So another thing I loaded in here was I loaded a couple of map layers that will show me the boundaries of BLM and Forest Service land and private land. So this will take just a second for those to load up. But once they load up, now you can see in here, this says U.S. Forest Service on the outside, and then on the inside of that it says PV for private. So this shows me all of my boundaries when I'm out here. It'll also show me BLM land. You can see these lighter color squares here. Those are sections of BLM land. All right, so there's a little closer look at the Tab S with the Backcountry GPS mapping software. Now, just a couple of final notes on it. The battery life in it seems to be about 6 hours or so. It does have a 5 megapixel camera in it, and it's actually like 5 point something, but you can look up the specs. And it has a video recorder in it capable of recording 720 DPI. So having said that, I thought on some of my day hikes I could just take this tablet and have an all-in-one device that I can record some quick video with, take a few pictures, and it's my GPS unit. So far this thing's been working out really well. If I have any issues with it or anything, I'll probably do a follow-up video in a couple of weeks and let you guys know how it's going. But so far, I'm super stoked. I think this was going to be a great option for me for my field GPS.